Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. I was minding my own black-owned business when I saw a subtitle that said, for an article, therapist explains disturbing reasons why some people can't sleep without background noise. Allegedly. So I said, well, it sounds like they talking to me. Is someone peeping through my window? Ha! Now, I'll tell you like this. I've been going to sleep to my TV for decades. But it didn't start with me going to sleep to TV. It started with me going to sleep to music. But it wasn't in my household. It was in my friend's household. So I just got used to music or used to noise. And it gave me peace. I had no idea on earth that based off of this article, DCL anxiety, they're stating that not being able to fall asleep without background noise is extremely common with many mental health issues and psychological issues. What? I know you lying. Baby, let me tell you something. We all got our battle with mental health. You know, some people's are more extreme than others. But I'm not depending on that sound because I feel like I'm alone. I really do sleep peacefully when I hear something that's soothing to my spirit. And the fact that when it's pitch dark with nothing, the noise around that pitch dark makes me feel uneasy. Like, for me, if I was to turn off my TV, my neighbor dog be barking all night long. I be hearing cars, music going up and down the street. I hear people's exhaust pipes. I hear some of the things that are outside on multiple streets over, and it interrupts me from being able to be peaceful and lay down and close your eyes, make a wish. Listen, I can't sleep comfortably if my TV or some sort of a movie or even light music is on. Sometimes I even look at my phone until I go to sleep because I'm an entrepreneur. So my mind is moving triple times with lots of love and me on my mind. So you know, I'm always thinking, and if I don't have something that brings me peace on, then I will be up all night long looking at my phone trying to figure out what's the next business venture. So for me, the TV, whether it's a TV show or the TV, which is whether it's a movie or just music in general or a fan rotating, it brings me peace. I haven't said, well, let me stay up because the boogeyman gonna get me. It doesn't make me feel like I'm scared because of fear. I've just been used to doing that. Now, they say it's a trauma response to abandonment issues. The noise tricks your brain into thinking that you aren't falling asleep alone. And although that some agree to this, they stated, yes, I feel alone, though my husband sleeps next to me. And another person, which happens to be a counselor that answers to the name of Julia, stated that effectively we fill our attentional capacity to the max with other stimuli and attempt to have no resources left for things we're trying to avoid. Now, again, it has nothing to do with abandonment issues for me. I just sleep better knowing that my timer on the TV is going to turn something off, and then even if I do fall asleep early, I know that is going to turn off. It's going to be pitch black at that point. But I can't just go to my room right now, turn all the lights off, and lay down in the bed and just go to sleep. My body is not wired like that. But like I said, as a child, when my mom would go to work as a nurse overnight, and I would have to stay at my friend's house, my friend used to listen to R&B music every single night. And so I just got used to their environment. And so those subtle sounds was like peaceful because they would turn it down really low. And a lot of those sounds from that instrumental or actual full chorus verse song would be like very soothing because that's when R&B music was R&B music. So you didn't have to worry about sirens in the back and people screaming out crazy stuff. You would just go to sleep. And when you wake up, you will be refreshed. Like, having a background noise doesn't interrupt my sleep. It actually helps me sleep. Now, so for you, I'm asking you, do you have something on like a night light or, again, you don't have a nightlight on because you don't want anything. You just go pitch bit. You go to dark. You go to bed in the pitch dark with no interruptions, or do you have something on? But are you perfectly fine psychologically? Like, who did y'all test? That's what I want to know. Somebody else said, I enjoy listening to background noise to fall asleep, reading, gaming, etc. I don't have abandonment issues. I love just being a homebody. Another person said, or it's because I grew up with 6 siblings, so going to sleep in 100% silence is abnormal for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of our environments, it's so many other distractions that interrupt your sleep, that those other things that we have in our room brings us peace, and we just like, baby, I don't have abandonment issues. The only time I sleep uneasy is when my husband's not beside me. And that's because I'm used to his warmth. But as of me being able to sleep peacefully, the background noise it's just peaceful. We have a ceiling fan on. If I don't go to sleep with a ceiling fan, I ain't going to sleep. So there's just some elements that I have to make my sleep comfortable. And if I don't have it, I'm going to have choppy sleep. And going to sleep in the pitch dark with no noise is going to be patchy sleep for me. But everybody has their own rhyme and reason of what brings them peace and what brings them comfort. But sometimes, again, like if I watch a scary movie, then I tend to feel paranoid, or like, oh my God, let me creak this door open, let me open the blinds. Then I feel like uneasy because my mind is still remembering whatever that trauma was in that movie. But if I'm not watching anything that triggers that, then no, my background noise is peaceful. But everybody has that thing, and a lot of people may deal with anxiety and they have those things, those water rainfall noises for a reason, or the, thunderstorm in a soft tone. When I used to babysit for this friend of mine, she would play Beethoven music for her children because it wired them down from their busy day at school, and it brought them peace. And then when they actually grew up, they were a beast at playing the piano and playing chords. So sometimes those things help train your brain to not just be wired up. But again, everybody's different. But psychologically and mental issues, that's not my element. But if it is yours, I want to know, like, what do you use to ease you for you to have a comfortable good night rest? And there's no wrong answers. Again, just because they do a study doesn't mean they test every type of person. We still have to figure out what their case study entail, what age group, what demographic, what height, what neighborhood, what type of job, what type of income. Like, all of that matters with these type of studies because everybody has something that makes them do something different. So your science in this doesn't apply to me, but it's interesting to read it because now I see that, well, I use it for peace. Somebody else uses it as an aid to sleep. Like they use it as a comforting aid because they're scared or nervous or dealing with something. And so that's good to know. I'm never going to discount something that is educational. But I love the feedback from multiple people that stated that just don't apply to them either. So I know, I'm like, well, I ain't never heard nothing like that before. But that's neither here nor there, y'all. Y'all know I like to keep it funky with y'all because I am just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, gone fool with your girl. Y'all know I got that website, baby. It's moving and grooving over there, too. Yes, www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Make sure you check out the fan gear. Option drop donations, but there's no pressure to do either of the two because I do see the likes, the shares, the comments. Warms my heart, so I just want to tell y'all thank you from my lips to your ears so you know that it's real. Now let's hop in the comments. Again, this is not a study that's just like in stone. I think it's just a few people that they, sampled just to kind of see what it did, or maybe they just did the study on a few people that actually said they can't sleep, and then they figured out, well, these are the other elements that why folks can't sleep. Let's include loud noises. I don't know why I did my mouth like that. Either way, like I said, for me, listening to the TV as I go to sleep or looking at my phone to go to sleep, all of that stuff winds me down, and then it helps me sleep through the night. If I, especially if I'm not extremely tired, if I'm just like, okay, let me get it together, then that winds me down. I feel good, and I'm able to turn over, say my prayers, and fall asleep. uninterrupted. But if I don't have those things on, it is really hard for me to get comfortable because my mind is still moving. And then, of course, every outside noise I hear makes it uneasy for me to be peaceful. So what is your thing that you do before you go to bed? Like your have-tos. And it may not be leaving the TV on. You might have to, again, stretch. You may have to read a book. You may have to, I don't know, work out. Like, what is that thing that helps you sleep through the night outside of, sleep aids like melatonin and different sleep aid teas? Like, what do you naturally do to have that good comforting rest? But I would love to hear it because this article was very intriguing to me. But again, y'all, I am just a messenger. And until next time, y'all, next story, and I'm out this piece.